Hey guys, so a lot of people have asked to see my Doctor Who autograph collection because I've mentioned in a few videos that I not only collect autographs but Doctor Who ones as well. So I thought I'll show them in a video now before all my autographs get packed into boxes and things. I may do videos, because some people have asked to see certain other autographs, and I may do videos showing like my EastEnders ones and my TV presenter ones and things like that. So if there's any sort of theme of autographs you want me to show you, please ask and I will. It'd take too long to put them in one video. I was actually going to do this and have it split into like 4 sections, but I thought that's just pointless because people will have to sit and watch the whole thing if they just want to see 1 or 2, whereas if I just do Doctor Who, it'll attract the Doctor Who fans and so on. So I thought I'd just show you these. They're in no order. They were in alphabetical order, but I dropped the entire pile. So now they're not, so I'm just going top of the pile. So the first one is one of my most recent ones, and I love this one. This is my Matt Smith one. I wrote to him when I found out he was coming into the show before Doctor Who even started filming. In fact, I wrote to him the day that it was announced that he was coming into it. And I got it back probably a month, probably not even a month, just about a week or so before the show started, and before like the 11th hour was on and things. So that is absolutely gorgeous. I love it, and it has my name too. It's not as fancy. I mean, it's not essentially a Doctor Who one, because sometimes they'll have the Doctor Who logo on, as you'll see soon, but this one just has the BBC Wales sign. But never mind, that is absolutely gorgeous. And just while I'm fiddling with these, sorry if it takes a while, but I'm putting them back in their Polly pockets because they're too precious to just be thrown everywhere. I will give out the website at the bottom in the below bar as to where you can write to these two, but if you can't find addresses, let me know and I'll see what I can do. Then we have Zoe Wannamaker, who of course played Cassandra. I've had this for years. I wrote to her as soon as I saw New Earth. I mean, I loved her in Harry Potter and things, but I didn't really want to write to her, but then when she was Cassandra, I was like, that's it, I'm writing. So this is lovely. Again, it's got my name on and she signed it. I want to write again. I've got this thing where if they give me replies, I want to keep writing to them, which they'll probably hate me for, but I want to keep doing it. Now this is my love. I absolutely love these ones. These are my David Tennant ones. As you can see there, that's what was on about by the official Doctor Who cards, and that's on all of David's. I'll get to that one in a minute. I didn't actually realise that. Anyway, so I think the first one I got was this one. Again, my name's on it and he signed it. And then there's this one, which I love. It's pretty much identical, but what I did, I mean, this was ages ago. I don't really do this sort of thing now unless like they're really special. But I sent him like, do those birthday cards where it's got like somebody's name on the front and then you open it up and it sings happy birthday clearly I'm tone deaf. And I sent him one that said David on the front, and when he opened it sang happy birthday David. So he wrote thank you on the back. That is just lovely, and obviously that is him signing it because it is the same writing and things. Unless his PA or his agent, whatever, is really good at forging, but that is just so precious. And then we have this one, which I got through a stage where this was when I was really a big avid collector, when I had like, I don't know, when I was like sending like 3-4 letters a week, and I got to the stage where I was really sick of not knowing whether it was actually them whether they'd read the letter or not. That was the first thing. So I got to the stage where I said, please, even if you cannot answer any of the questions I've asked, could you please draw a heart on the back of the card? And I actually drew a heart. Like I said, can you draw on the back of, or on the photo or autograph or whatever, so I know that the letter's been read. Obviously I sort of worded it more politely, but he drew a heart, which means that he'd read my letter and I just died. And this is my more recent one. Obviously I wrote to him a little while ago. I've actually written to him since then, but I've not had a reply. To be honest, I'm not fussed. I've got 4. I'm pretty happy with that. But I'd like one that isn't Doctor Who, so I might send him a picture, or I'm assuming, well, he wouldn't have a Doctor Who one now, I'm imagining. So I might. Then we have, I'm not going to take something out of the packet, but then we have Catherine Tate, who I actually had, I think, before she went into Doctor Who. So that was lovely, because I've admired Catherine for a while. Then we have Elisabeth Sladen's, another thing in the back, but that's up there. It is Billie picture. But she signed it and things, and that's lovely. I love that one. Then we have Don Julie, who I actually met, who signed that there. You will know him. That is his EastEnders colour. You'll know him as Lucas. For the life of me, I cannot remember what his character was called in Doctor Who. I want to say Lance or something like that, but I can't remember, and I can't tell you the name of the episode. I just know he was in it. It's one of those things I don't really pay attention to unless I'm thinking about it. But that's him anyway. And then we have, oh yes, Christopher Eccleston. All the autographs just fell off the chair. We have Eccleston's, of course. I love it. It's a shame it's not a Doctor Who card. I don't think he had one. But that is lovely. That's gorgeous. Then we have Christina Cole. who played Lilith, Carey Knight. And I just love this one. I think it's so, so lovely. And that didn't take long to come either. Then of course we have Michelle Collins. I wrote to her when she was, well, not when she was in EastEnders, but like before. I knew who she was before Doctor Who, basically. So that was prior to Doctor Who, but that's lovely. Then we have these. Now I'm not going to take this all out for you because we'll be here forever, but that's my Camille Coduri pack. She won't stop writing nice replies, you know. If she just gives me a blank reply, I'd probably stop writing to her, but I can't help it. So that's the first one I ever got. And actually that's the last one I got as well because she resent it. But there's loads of lovely pictures in here and lovely letters and things. And they are quite personal. But if you write to her, you'll get a reply. But I'll just show you this one. She signed my Battles in Time card. I've totally just lost where that was now because they're in order of date when I received them. She first wrote back in 2006, and it's just so went on from there. So that was really, really lovely. Then we have my Noel Clarke one, which is lovely, and my John Barrowman, which is not personalised or anything, which is a shame, but I didn't expect it to be. Then we have my Freema one, and I actually just got one last week, which I can't remember writing to her again. So that was quite a big surprise, but that's lovely. I think I prefer the one with David in it, but this one's a lovely picture as well. Then we have my Michelle Ryan one, of course, who I wrote to her before then in EastEnders, and then I wrote to her again after Doctor Who, and that's lovely. She's got a little red heart. And then, oh, this is lovely. Then we have Claire Rushbrook, who I'll just take that, who played Ida Scott, and I adore Ida Scott, and Claire is fantastic. And she wrote me this little reply, which I'm not going to bother reading out to you, but I just want to point out something. She spelt Billie's name wrong. Now, I'm very much grammar police, and I hate it when people's names are spelt wrong, so I tried very hard not to get annoyed at that. That was lovely. Then we have Tracy-Ann, who of course played Yvonne, and again I wrote to her in EastEnders first, so I adored Chrissy for Yvonne. But that is lovely, and that is really, I love her. I think that's actually taken about the time of Yvonne, so that's really nice. Then we have my Jo Joyner pack. Again, now this is even bigger than Camille's. I've been writing to Jo since she first came into the show, and she will not stop replying. Of course, now she's had her twins and things, it's going to slow down a bit. There are so many lovely things in here, and if I can find it, okay, I can't find it offhand, I'm sorry, but she has signed, oh there it is, you can see that there, she signed my Linda Moss card as well, so that is lovely. I'm trying not to take it out so I want it to stay in order, but that's them, so Jo is so lovely. Then you have my favourites, or one of them, my Billie ones, which I've talked about in more detail. I've got like Belle ones and then loads of them, so that's lovely. I've talked about them in more detail in my Billie merchandise video, which will either be before or after this video by a day. Then we have Nisha Nyar, who played Elaine Boyack and Tracy Beaker. So that's that. She was in Doctor Who, and I cannot remember the name of the episode. I don't really pay attention to these sort of things, I really should. Then we have Gwen, Eve Myles, or Gwyneth, as I first knew her as Gwyneth in The Unquiet Dead. So that is lovely. Is this personalised? Yeah, you can just about read it. It's quite dark. That is gorgeous. Then we have Carey Mulligan, who played Sally Sparrow before she cut all her hair short. I much prefer it with longer hair, but never mind. But this is lovely. I love this one. This one took no time at all to arrive. Whereas this one, Sophia Myles, took an eternity to arrive. I kept writing and writing and writing, and she would not reply because I love Renette de Pompadour. So I'm so pleased I finally got this. But it did take a while. That's the thing. Be patient if you. That's them all, by the way. So be patient if you are writing to them. It will take time. Include a return stamp and things. Sometimes you don't have to, but generally speaking, you should, unless you're writing to any of them who are in EastEnders, like Dawn or Jo or anything. But that is them all. I'm so happy with my Doctor Who autograph collection. I don't think I've missed anybody out. I think I've got everyone. I'd really like one of Alex Kingston, who plays River Song. I'd love one of hers, and Jessica, who plays Joan Redfern. So I'd love one of those. I'm going to write to them. I don't think I've written to any of them, so that's probably why I don't have them. So I might do that today because I've got a few stamps. But yeah, so feel free to leave comments and things, and if you've got any autographs from the collection yourself, I'd love to see them. Maybe, also that's another thing, does Billie sign them in person? Has anybody got one that they know Billie has signed? I'd love to know that. But that's all I want to say about these. I love these completely. So fun to collect, definitely worth getting, and one day they might be worth something. But that's all I'm going to say about this, so I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!